bad on a live video. Good morning, sunshines.
Good morning, sunshine.
Okay. This is my beautiful friend. Oh man, see, I get so scared when I get a text right in the middle of it. I'm just hoping we don't get paused in the middle of this video. We're not going to. I would like to introduce you to my beautiful friend, Mandy Musings. That's not her last name, but that's her podcast name. So that's what I'm calling you now. Eminem. You're welcome. All right, so jump on, say good morning, sunshine, hashtag GMS, anything that you're grateful for. Let's start off with the gratitude. Let's hear one, Mandy.
I'm grateful that I'm here in Colorado with my favorite people.
This is the best.
It's the best.
I mean, how do you even we do like gratitude for things like pens and rocks and wood, and sometimes it's for something much, much bigger than that, which is time together.
Time together.
I'm grateful for our time together in the hot tub last night, just jibber jaw jan, and I don't even know, recording things and all this stuff, the innovation. So grateful for you. Conversation today. We have this is two parts. Number one part is just start already, but it's all caps. So it sounds like this. Just start already. Sorry, if you guys don't want it. John's always like, can you talk quieter on your videos?
No, I want to make sure they hear me.
I don't, yeah, I was actually thinking I need a mic to get up close.
You should.
I probably should. So
we can order you one of those little ones. It's like this thing.
Yeah. I need it so I can just do this the whole time and be like, what is she doing? It's gonna look great. So Miss Mandy has recently started a podcast.
I did.
How long have you wanted to start that bad boy?
4 years. I mean, like probably 4 years, but
like 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years.
But FOR.
Yes.
For years for sure.
Yep.
Something that I've talked about and I've wanted to do for a very long time.
But why? So why? First of all, why not then? What do you feel?
I'm a bit of a slow mover.
Okay.
I think that I like to overanalyze things. I made that reel about overthinking. That's 100% me.
Yes.
And I also believe in divine timing too. So I think it just wasn't ready.
Time yet.
Yeah.
So why now? To the why now? And we tie this all into you guys. So you stick with us. Why now?
Literally I was doing what I always do, which is talking my thoughts into a note on my phone. And I just very clearly heard, start now, stop doing what you're doing and record your first episode. And there's about 7 seconds of resistance. And
right.
I said, okay, let's go.
I just went and did it. And I think about this in all of us in our activities. Like we want to get something done. We want to do something. Good morning, Monica. Good morning, Eric. And we discover or create ways to postpone. Definitely agree about divine timing. I also think that we can slow ourselves down in a major way. Like for me, thinking about, you guys have told me, like, can you turn Good Morning Sunshine into a podcast so that we have to, we don't have to like watch all the craziness? Just kidding. You guys didn't say that. But I've had a lot of requests for that. And I've created every excuse in the book of why I can't. Not as much of like the pensive, slow moving, but the like, this is a roadblock. Like, how do I record it? What do I record it on? Where do I edit it? How do I upload it? How do I do this? And then I was like, okay, there's too many unknowns. So I'm just not going to do anything, which you found yourself in and you moved through.
Yeah. I mean, I knew that if I just recorded the first episode, I'd have to figure out how to upload it.
Yeah.
Or I wouldn't. I think also what I did is I detached from whatever I did with it. I listened to the prompting. Yes, I want to start a podcast, but even just getting it recorded was like, instead of looking at all of the things I had to do, I said, well, what's the first thing?
Right.
Record it.
Right.
So like just taking one step instead of trying to eat the whole pie at one
Instead
time.
of being an overanalyzer, all of a sudden you were just like focused.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think a lot of people too, so they'll do that piece, or you'll look at like, oh, but what, like you look so far out into the future. So then you're trying to like create all of the different ideas or stories about what's going to happen with this. So then you don't do it because what if it goes this way or this way or this way or fails, or what if it's successful and I'm not ready for that, or whatever that is. And this could be in your undone, the thing that you're leaving on the table. Right.
Yeah.
So you started.
I did.
And I want to talk about the podcast for a second, but I want to just comment on this for you guys. There's probably a project that you've been thinking about doing that you're either Mandying or Callieing right now, which could be over analyzing or just like, to me, I think I was just like making it more complicated than it actually is. Cause I'm like, how did you even do it? And she's like, oh, I just recorded it on my phone and then uploaded it. I'm like, yeah, and I ask all these questions. She's like, I don't know what are all the questions for? None of those things. So taking in your life and stepping back, like where are you doing that in your world? And can you just take, like you said, one step?
Yeah. Like what is the next actionable step you can take? Like what's the first action that you have to take in order for it to move forward at all? And it's like in looking at just that, what's right in front of you, for me feels a lot less daunting than looking at the whole
burrito,
the whole thing.
Just take a bite.
Yeah.
You don't have to eat the whole burrito right now. Let's just turn it into a burrito analogy. It's great.
I use pie, but we can go to burrito.
Okay, it's fine. Guys, maybe we're gonna go eat after this. We don't know. Maybe we're hungry. Okay, so tell us about your podcast. Inspiration, just anything you want to share about it.
I mean, and if you look it up, there's a little trailer that'll tell you more, of course, and listening to the
we'll
first
post
episode.
In the link. Actually, when I look back and edit, I'll just add it so you guys have the link right there.
It's perfect.
Then you know.
But I feel like I have a lot of wisdom and knowledge through life experience, and also just through let's see how do I phrase this. I receive a lot of information, like I said, through my own experiences, but also through what I call channeling or downloads. And so it's the things that I think are helpful, right? Like I think in the first podcast, like I've been hoarding all of this knowledge and it feels like it's time to share. And so it is a literal collection of the thoughts in my head, but I've gotten great feedback on it. So apparently,
the information needs to come out. Yeah. And it has needed to for a while, because I did listen to the first episode and I was like, that's the word I was going to share. She's like, oh yeah, I've just been hoarding this knowledge, this different perceptions that could benefit other people. And we've talked about it for a long time, where she's like, I know there's all this information, but nobody gets to benefit because we're over analyzing how to present, how to package, how to do it all. And which leaves us not helping anyone. And I know my greatest thing, and I think yours too, is serving and helping others. Yeah. And we can't do that
if we're not opening our mouths.
Yeah, if we're not willing to share. And I think probably a lot of people are out there that are like that, right? They're like, oh, you have so much to share. And sharing could be so much as a compliment to another person.
Totally.
You don't need to be like telling a story or writing a book, but it's opening your mouth and having that positivity shine out of you.
Yeah, I mean, episode 4 is, kindness costs nothing. And I think that we all have that gift to offer. I think it's episode 4. Watch, it's like not that one. I'm pretty sure
it's one of the episodes, guys. Listen to them all. You'll discover it.
I do want to say one thing. Like, I find it very important that they be in bite-sized chunks. So, like, none of them are longer than 20 minutes. So you could listen to all 5 that have been published in less than an hour.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's just kindness costs nothing. And we do all have the gift, at least of kindness.
Yes.
To share.
So you have your intro, you have kindness costs nothing. What are a couple of, literally this is like a week old, and she's already got 6 podcasts. I don't understand. I'm not really sure. That's not how most people produce, but that's how she just goes for it.
Just going, just following the urge.
Yes, because she's amazing. So couple of the other titles.
Filtering feedback has been one that it's actually the number 1 ranked on the show so far. Just like how to process when somebody gives you feedback. I definitely recommend listening to the first one, because it's how I got to the second one. And then finding joy, or more joy, like creating and finding more joy in your life, and what to expect from the show, because I think that's super important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So exciting.
Yeah.
I want to share with you guys, because I hope some of you guys pop over there and listen to, we've been working together and coaching one another and guiding one another for a decade now. And all of the things that she just talks about, like that she's sharing in the podcast, are things that we've moved through together. And I think it would be incredibly beneficial if you want another space to support your learning, your development, your growth, where you can just go grab these bite-sized chunks. And it's neat because we share a lot of the same things and goals, but we also come from, in our teaching, we have similar styles, but like very, very different and vast levels. Like some of the stuff that she'll go into and introduce you through, like our 2 over time, is going to be like that's what she's teaching me about, right? So I'm going to be on there learning as well. So I think that you're going to just get like a vast amount of knowledge in different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely check out the 45-second trailer. I think it'll give you a good introduction to like maybe some of the subjects I cover. And then in episode 1, you really get to know who I am.
Yes.
Right off the bat.
Which I love.
There
Yep.
you go.
Yep. So if you're looking for something that's been edited 67,000 times, streamlined, don't just pop on over to not here, not with us.
This is a one take
for anything.
One and done.
Yes. Which is the best because that's the message that was meant to be shared in the first place.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So you guys, if you have a project that you wanted to start, if you want to write a book, if you want to do a podcast, if you want to do your first live video, if you've thought about posting on Facebook because you've never done that before, or getting a YouTube channel, or I mean, it could be changing careers or moving through relationships, whatever that is that you're not doing because you're creating so many different excuses, this might be your cue to just start already. I wanted to yell it.
I mean, you could have.
I didn't.
And again, take it one bite at a time. Yeah. Like it doesn't have to be the whole burrito or pie or whatever else you're eating this morning. It's just one bite.
Just one bite. And it would be awesome for some of you guys. Maybe your first bite is like you want to become more of a sharer or communicator or open yourself up. It could just be sharing in the comments. What's like maybe
what is that thing?
Yeah, what is that thing? Or what's the one bite? One or both of those things. Yes?
Sounds good.
Okay, so we'll link the podcast in here. It's called Mandy's Musing. Super excited for you guys to check it out. So wonderful to have my gorgeous friend here. I get to spend the week with her for Witty J's birthday. Witty J and her like 2 peas in a pod because we're just going to keep on with the food analogies today. So remember, perspective reveals miracles. I love you guys. And adios. Just right like that.